just thinking, something else popped into my mind, what's left of it. And in regard to what the central banks are doing, they have to be buyers. They have to be, and it's happening. And yes, that's going to make gold a little bit harder to get, maybe. But usually countries that mint gold, more often than not, they're producing it domestically. And so I don't see any shortages because of that. I think shortages happen because of incompetence and lack of gold flow. Like American coins have to be made with American mined gold. And I don't know that is going to work all the time. You know, we never know what government's doing. And I don't know where the U.S. Mint gets their gold from. I know there's. Do you know that, Melody?
I just know that they, buy them. They buy the gold directly from the mines, but they have manufacturers who actually produce the planchets for them. There's a major manufacturing firm in the Midwest, and just like a year ago when they had those massive flooding in those areas, I believe Ohio and so forth, they got fairly flooded, and was one of the reasons why they couldn't produce planchets, because the factory got flooded. So you can have all kinds of various situations that can impact the flow of the product.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think it's an important factor. What is important, that central banks are buyers. That's very important. And they talk. I see one rumor after another, and they talk about the U.S. government and the U.S. government's holdings. And I know that there's gold in Fort Knox, or at least there's bars there. Whether they're coated and internally have tungsten, I don't know. And neither do the guard details there, because I've talked to people who have been on those details. They may have no gold at all, because the gold is sitting in Fort Knox, may very well belong to somebody else. Maybe Germany, maybe China. So not a lot can be gleaned from that unless you can get inside of what's going on. And so it's my guess that the best case for the U.S. government would be that they've only sold maybe 60% of their gold, and they've got about 400 tons left, or is it 4,000 tons left? Excuse me. And that's the best, because we know they've been sellers. My guess is they don't have anywhere near that. And so that's why you see the corrections in gold and silver. You see them because it's derivative market manipulation by our government. And then after a day or two, they know they can't hold it down, either of them, either gold or silver. So they start covering their short, and they make money on it after rigging and controlling the market.
Bob, what do you think, this is in from Peter, what will be the catalyst that will propel gold to 1,500 by the beginning of April?
I don't know. I know that more and more people are dumping the dollar, and buying gold is one way to do it. And I think, that's going to continue.
What about Obama to nationalize the $103 billion student loan industry?
Well, I can't answer that. I know that student loans are pretty low in interest rates, but on the other hand, as we go along, more and more and more are being defaulted on. So by taking over that entity, they're assuming the liability in behalf of the American taxpayer.
Yeah. Why don't we just pick up the bill and everything, Bob?
Well, we are. What are they going to do with unemployment?
Yeah.
They're going to have to pay them indefinitely. Anyway, I have a very good article. Let me think for a minute. I think it's in today's issue. It's how they do it over in Europe, particularly in Germany, on unemployment. What they do is they do lay some people off, but not many. And they subsidize the people who are kept on as job holders. And what they do is the government pays 60% of their salary and the employer 20% or something like that. And that's how they keep them on the books. So when you read that German unemployment is 8.2%, the real unemployment could very well be 22%. But that information is in today's International Forecaster. Pretty sure. If not, it'll be in the next issue.
And it looks like we are just about out of time right now. 800-375-4188 for all your gold and silver coin needs and your complimentary issue to the International Forecaster. Just give us a call. 800-375-4188. You can visit our website at discountgoldandsilvertrading.net, discountgoldandsilvertrading.net. And, of course, emails, you can send them to discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. And I thought I had a little more feedback there. I wasn't sure if we had already gone to break or not. We got one question coming in. Perhaps we can get to it. Is there a correlation pricing the barrel of oil via currency versus gold?
Yeah, there are correlations. I don't pay much attention to them because to me they don't mean anything. But they're out there. There are people who do that.
All righty. 800-375-4188. Wendy Wilson, she'll be joining you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So make sure you come back and listen. She brings some great information, and she has great herbs in order to keep you healthy. And we will be back on Friday at 4 o'clock. So until then, be safe, good night, and God bless. Thank you, Bob.
Well, thank you, and thank you all for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.